toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolverines offense will go on the attack first. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
Pulls it in. It's Darnold. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on third and short. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Finds his man open. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for it.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Touchdown, Wolverines! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Arkansas's offense has the ball for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, Dave, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
And this offense coming out slow, man. Kind of frustrating because you had that bye week last week. What do? You go back and self-scout, look at yourself. What can I do better? And then you come out in the first quarter and you're not playing great out the gates. They got to find themselves in a little rhythm, knock off some of that bye week rust.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Converted It's on fourth down. Still going. Oh, he's got some space. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to change this route. Back to throw, it's Hooks. Pulls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. The run from the shotgun. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks are on the move. To the air on first down. Here's a heat. Finds a crease at the 20. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so... A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
They'll run it from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, defenses get excited when they see the quarterback in an empty backfield like that. They know, hey, if I'm not going to have to beat a running back or a tight end to get there, if I get to him, I might have an opportunity to knock this thing loose, and that's exactly what happened for the defense.
And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, running back gets to give. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Hooks. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. It's caught downfield. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Jones. Touchdown, Michigan! He broke away from the defense, and then he couldn't catch it.
Yards after catch. That's what this guy gives you. That was a simple slant pass. Caught it. Made guys miss, showed you the speed, and it was pay dirt from there. What can you say about this guy's athleticism, man? He is such a weapon.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Maryland is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Marshall. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking to buy time. He's going to take off. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Catch in the middle. It's Babers. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. Offense changing the play. Looking for a man. It's Hooks. Fires to the middle. It's caught. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Even dating to the days when they ran the option, Arkansas has always been built around the ground game.
And it makes Jerry Jones happy, huh? Noted Arkansas fan, always talking about the Hogs, his Hogs. And this team is always built on that physicality, built on that toughness.
On target to the left. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks!
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like 2 heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running game.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wide open downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
They'll run it from the gun. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up with 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
There he goes to the right. He's at the and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wolverine.
Quarterback quarterback's ability to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, the give, looking for room. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Oh, he got loose. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And the Razorbacks will line it up on 1st and 10. Handoff from the shotgun. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, that D-tackle is cat quick. He exploded out of his three-point stance, got immediately into the backfield, and was able to get that tackle for loss.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Out of the gun, the inside give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Hooks. Makes the grab on the left. At the 20, he's got space. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Razorbacks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
Really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance, excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. They'll give it to the back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor.
The Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking to throw, it's Hooks. Got the tight end outside. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They're going back to the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive. Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. The Razorbacks back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. He'll keep it himself. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The inside handoff. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 after the 29.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Darnold. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerber or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He'll do it himself. The spin, still on his feet. Touchdown, Michigan! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Finds his man. It's Babers. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
A nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. The give on the option. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Back to throw. It's Hooks. Complete to the left. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. He'll try to do it himself. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got the back over the middle. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th-quarter lead. Big guy smells it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Razorbacks. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Forced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Bunch formation for these receivers. Looking downfield, it's Hooks. Got his man. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They're dealing with a second and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw on third. Finds his tight end. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The defense uses a timeout. They want to make sure they have the right call here. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things.